Boris Johnson's brutal swipe at Donald Trump in Joe Biden phone call, details leaked. Boris Johnson's relationship with new U.S. President Joe Biden got off to a strong start with a 40-minute phone call which saw the two men bond over their love of trains. The Prime Minister even managed to make a dig at Mr. Biden's predecessor Donald Trump by suggesting the former had failed to lead America effectively. Mr. Johnson congratulated Mr. Biden on his win, which he claimed had sparked a mood of optimism in the world that American leadership is back, in the call on Saturday night. He was the first European leader to enjoy a call with America's 46th president, who was sworn in last week. After the Democrat beat Mr. Trump in the November 3rd election, there had been rumblings about whether Mr. Johnson could enjoy strong relations with Mr. Biden. In 2019, following Mr. Johnson's huge election win, Mr. Biden called the Prime Minister a physical and emotional clone of Mr. Trump. Mr. Biden's staunch opposition to Brexit was another factor which cast doubt on a possible relationship between the two men. But it seems the pair have put the differences aside and instead committed to focusing on the common interests. According to The Sun, the two discussed their use of the Build Back Better slogan. And they playfully argued about who had pinched the phrase from the other. Mr. Johnson expressed his desire to fortify the historic special relationship between the US and the UK. And Mr. Biden reportedly reaffirmed his commitment to the international relationship, saying Britain is the US's closest ally. They also touched on the topic of climate change, 4 years after skeptic Mr. Trump entered the Oval Office. President Biden is expected to travel to the UK for the COP21 Climate Summit later this year. The event will be held at the Scottish Event Campus, SEC, in Glasgow. Spokesperson for Number 10 said, the leaders looked forward to meeting in person as soon as the circumstances allow. This suggested the two men could hold a face-to-face meeting before the November summit.